Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. We gotta measure. Help me count. 1. This is 2.
3, 4, 5.
All done.
Can I stir it?
Of course. But that's also hard. No, we don't need to whisk. This is my assistant, Eileen, and she's helping us break up all the sugar. I can't bake when it's... Okay, mister. Shh. Okay, how's the sugar extraction going?
We got a few cups in there. How's it going, Cosmo?
Thank you, Marilyn, for lending us your vanilla. Best thing about being in a nice neighborhood. Lends me baking ingredients. This one looks homemade. Oh, there's like sugar powder going into your face. Hey, we did it. Look. That's a cup. All set because we don't have an electric. My electric mixer broke. Which we could probably do something about. Oh, jeez. Oh boy. Should we go ask Marilyn for electric mixer? Thanks to get him things. My baby turned 1 and everything is changing. See, once he turned 1, he started magically sleeping through the night. Just kidding. I actually night weaned him when he turned 1, meaning I just changed our sleep patterns and gave him a new boundary of no milk in the middle of the night, and it took about a week and a half to teach him, and he caught on so quick. He's still in bed with me, which honestly made it so much easier than it would have been if I had separated him from me in a crib or something. He had been waking me up to nurse back to sleep every hour, more or less, for a year, so I was really ready to start getting some sleep, and wow, you guys, getting consistent sleep every night is truly life-changing. It's like, dang, this is what it feels like to be rested. And if you are currently bed sharing and being woken up all night from your baby and you want to learn how I very gently taught my baby to sleep through the night, I'll link the method that I used below. I also have a night weaning highlight on my Instagram. It's the same method I used with my first son when he turned 1. And it honestly doesn't feel sad at all, and I never let him cry alone by himself at all. So yeah, this method really resonates with me. And you know what else is changing? It's really warming up here in Idaho, and feeling the sun on my skin and bare feet in the river and in the grass in our yard feels completely life-giving. I feel like a new woman.
You got your nice hiking boots on, huh?
Look at the thumbs up.
Is that an osprey?
Oh, they're so cute. There's like,
There's another bike coming.
you pick out the shorts and then you pick out the top. Like, do you like, do you think about it? Or do you just like pick something random? And he's like, no, I think about it.
Like the squat makes it so much worse.
Whoa.
I wonder if this is what Plum Creek looked like. So Lumi goes like this. It's so cute.
Oh.
And then she goes, she says like probably 10 words. One of them is amen.
Oh.
Heart melt. Lumi.
Where's George?
Lumi.
George is on the boat. George is on the boat.
You guys, I have been absolutely living in this dress, living in it. It feels so comfortable and like durable and beautiful, and and I just love it. It's so soft. It's from Pine and Smith. Here, let me get you a little full length view. Let me get on the table. This is my diaper laundry here. And it's got pockets. Guys, it's the perfect dress. I'm going to be doing some meal prepping today. I essentially really want to start eating salads again because I love salads and I just keep living off of my children's scraps. I don't know if any other mothers can relate. We're gonna make some salads. Basically, the hardest part about a salad is the chopping. So I'm gonna chop a bunch of greens and vegetables and put all together. So over the next few days, if I want a salad, I can just easily make wings. It's all prepped for me. And I'm also gonna prep some tahini dressing. After all these years, yes, I'm still making the same tahini dressing. If anyone else has a good staple dressing that they love, let me know, because I'm not getting sick of it, but I can see it happening soon. And I do need, I like having something super easy. So let's chop some greens today.
Spicy food, so I got my spicy pickles. I feel like we have all the toppings here that we need.
We do.
Got it all.
Oh, I see what you're doing. And then you're gonna put your brown later. Oh wait, oh, I just line up.
I love avocado with burgers.
Yeah. I kind of wanted to get one of those like vegan mayo, spicy mayo sauces.
Oh yeah, I've never actually bought that.
Yeah. You a mustard girl?
Yeah. Where's the mustard? I always use jalapeno mustard.
Jalapeno mustard?
Bring on the heat.
You are a spicy girl.
I need sauerkraut. I kind of like these thinner buns because then it's not as hard to like wrap your mouth around your huge burger.
It's true. I have a very small mouth. I struggle. Don't watch me when I eat a burger, actually. I try to avoid eating in front of the camera. And I have an open bite, so I can't chew through like sandwiches, so I have to like get it. Beautiful.
Be with the big cute people.
She's coming on over now that she sees you.
Yeah, it's gonna be messy. There you go.
Hannah, look at your side.
Everyone asks me about supplements. Oh, not everyone, but I am asked about supplements quite often, and I don't like to give any supplemental sort of like advice because I am not qualified for that. The only supplements I do take are vitamin D and B12, and those are sort of like my regular just baseline. I take the AG1 vitamin D and I use Mary Ruth's B12. But this is not prescribed. I am not giving any supplement recommendation. I'm not qualified. But I do think everyone, not just vegans, like everyone should probably be supplementing with B12 and vitamin D. Those are really easy supplements to get. And if there is any like additional supplements or anything that I need, it's sort of like a temporary thing. I don't really believe in taking so many supplements all the time. I believe that we should get most of our nourishment through our lifestyle decisions and habits. But what my small thing I want to say about supplements is sometimes they can be really amazing and powerful if done, you know, correctly. But why would we need supplements if we're eating a perfect diet? That's a great question. One, there's no such thing as a perfect diet. Let's say you are eating the perfect diet, whatever you think that is. Our soil is so depleted of nutrients that it makes sense that we do need to supplement in a way because of how agriculture has, you know, just treated the soil and not nourished it, which is one of the main reasons that I garden, actually. I love gardening. It gives me so much joy. It's fun. It's beautiful. It lights me up. And one of the biggest benefits to eating from a vegetable garden that's organic and does not use chemical fertilizers is that you're nourishing the soil to such a degree that is like beyond what you can buy from the store. If something's just labeled organic, it doesn't mean that their soil is full of necessary nutrients, and all it means is that they passed whatever regulations they needed to pass to get that USDA organic stamp, which is all good. I do buy mostly organic, actually. Whoa, we've got a lighting change happening. Hello. And so that's why I like gardening, because I get to, you know, for 6 months out of the year or so, eat from my garden, and I do my best to create a really beautiful, healthy soil. If you want to learn about healthy soil, I really recommend the book Grow Your Soil. I think that's what it's called. And it talks a lot about the soil food web and stuff. It's beyond, it's not just like, oh, you want to compost kitchen scraps in order to create soil. It's so much more than that, and I believe every gardener should read it. It's really good. All right, we've got this thing. We're trying out low buns, and I'm very into them, but we got this thing happening. We're just gonna be okay with it. I want to talk about this whole concept of remineralizing after you have a baby. I am pretty new to this topic, and I don't at all want to come off like I have all the answers. I hope I never do, because I don't have all the answers. I have a lot of questions and experimenting and just like sharing my own life, and hopefully inspiring you to do the same and to elevate yourself. Okay, but I do want to share this supplement I came across. It's new to me. Maybe it's not new to you. It's called Shilajit. Let me show it to you. I got it on Amazon, and there are several different brands. I don't know, I just picked this one. It's essentially like purely concentrated minerals, like resin, and it's incredibly sticky. Like, this is one of the stickiest things ever, and I find it very interesting. Do I notice like any difference in my well-being when I take it? No, I don't actually. But maybe that's because I'm too busy to really think about that too much. But I thought, hey, why not try to introduce a little bit more concentration of minerals into my life? Because why not? Having a baby can just be so much on a body. I feel really good. For someone who literally was woken up every hour more or less for a year, I feel really great, actually. I feel really grateful for that. Really grateful for my health. The other thing that I'm actually enjoying quite a lot is just some herbal tea. You would call it tisane in French. I started drinking a lot of nettle tea when I was pregnant, and I love it. It's so good for you, and there's a really wonderful herb shop in our town, so I need to get a refill soon. This is nettle and oat straw, and you can also add a little chamomile and some orange peel to it for flavor. And what I like to do is to steep it a really long time. Just pour boiling hot water over it in your tea strainer and steep it for, you know, a day if you can, just so it's like really concentrated, because you're not just making like a flavorful water. You're trying to get the most nutrients out of it as you can. And so yeah, I've been really enjoying some herbs as a way to supplement and to enhance my nutrition. And this is another thing I started taking in my first pregnancy. It's just trace mineral drops. It was recommended to me by my midwife, and I really enjoy it. It's just a nice way to add in a complex full spectrum of naturally occurring ionic trace minerals. And the other thing when I focus on like remineralizing after having a baby is just focusing on nutrition, But being relaxed about it. I really used to do the whole perfectionism in nutrition thing, and it is not good for my well-being, and it's not good for me. Ironically, I like to take the posture of being aware but relaxed, and aware of nutrition but chill about it. It's gonna be fine. There's no worries. But the main thing I really enjoy is to focus on dark leafy greens in salads and smoothies. They are chock full of vitamins, minerals, and all the things that we need. And I feel like with greens, like the more the better. There's so many creative ways you could do it. Juicing, smoothies and sauces and salads and soups and cooked and sauteed and all the things. But probably one of the biggest things I have done for my own well-being since, you know, now my baby turned 1, by the way, did I tell you? I cannot believe it, he turned 1. And the biggest thing that I did for my well-being has nothing to do with a product that I take or something I got on Amazon or herbs or food that I eat or even food that I grow. It has been working on the trauma that I went through for breastfeeding. Yes, I do use the word trauma, and I think that a lot of us are really scared to use the word trauma. Like, we feel like we're not allowed to call something hard that we went through traumatic, which I can understand that. Like, I feel like we need to like reserve that word for certain things. Anything that causes you like stress in your body, it stays in your body. Feelings buried alive never die, and it will show up for you in one way or another. And for me, I know that in this past year of becoming a mother for the second time, the really difficult breastfeeding struggles that we went through with my second baby were traumatic for me. I can say with full confidence that was the hardest thing I've ever been through. And I know a lot of people have trauma around birth, pregnancy, things that don't go as planned, postpartum depression, postpartum anxiety, or something like breastfeeding issues like I went through, or, you know, any other thing. Like, motherhood's so freaking intense, man. Like, it's really hard. I wanted to let that go. I was ready. I just felt like I was sort of living in this sort of trauma response during this first year. Why am I sharing all this right now? I was not planning on it. But essentially, I just like felt on edge. It was something I knew that I needed to work on for the health of myself as well as the health of my whole family. And so you might be wondering, like, how did you work on that? How did you heal? Did you go to therapy? No, I'm not into talk therapy. It's something that I actually it doesn't resonate with me. I've done it before, not my thing. And anyway, I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say the thing I did, and you're gonna be like, oh, heard you talk about this before. It's called mind change. It's essentially the mind-body connection. If you've ever heard of EMDR or NLP or hypnotherapy, it's a lot like all of those things. It is actually a method created by Heather McKean, the mind change method, and I really recommend you guys checking them out. They have so many amazing resources. They have books, they have a podcast, they have courses, they have private sessions, and I did a private session and it was so healing for me. Like, I was literally like in the middle of the private session going because I experienced so much joy and just a real release of that really difficult time. And yeah, the end. Read the Mind Change book. And if you are a Christian, they have a book called The Metanoia Method that I really loved as well, and it's really, really awesome. And yeah, I wanted to share that with you because after, like literally after that one session, I have been yelling less, I've been triggered less, I have been feeling so much more at peace and just feeling like I can handle a lot more. I have a 3-year-old and a baby. Like, it's a lot. It's like that intense period where there's tantrums and there's neediness and there's crying and there's whining like all the freaking time. And I really feel like I am able to take on a lot more. So I guess we should tuck this in. Should we tuck it in? Do I use a bobby pin or do I just tuck it into the little hair tie? I'm new to hair. I'm new to like doing hair. I'm 35. I know how to do hair. Thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring today's video. I am all about taking your innate creativity and putting it into action. If you are about to take the first step on your next creative project, Squarespace can help you build a beautiful website to showcase your talents and business. I have built several Squarespace websites for myself and for others, and what I love about Squarespace is its award-winning customer service. I also love how easy it is to integrate everything. Their designs are beautiful, so I can seamlessly make the end product look super professional without ever hiring a designer. Go to squarespace.com/Hannah McNeely to get a free trial and 10% off your first purchase of a website or domain.